Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. If you've clicked on this video, then I'm guessing you're a fan of nail art, so you're in for a bit of a treat. Here I have some printed designs and I'm going to turn these into nail art stickers. Well, not stickers, more of just a layer, if you like. Now, this isn't printed on normal paper. What I've done is I've printed this out on t-shirt paper. So the stuff which is designed for doing t-shirt transfers is what I've got here. Now, I've had this paper for about 25 years and I thought it was about time I got round to using it for something. I'm not a great fan of it on t-shirts. It feels a bit too plasticky for my taste, which gave me the idea of using it to make nail art decals. So what you do is you cover the printed side with a piece of baking parchment, not wax paper or freezer paper, baking parchment. You don't want anything added to this, you just want to protect this surface. So you put your baking parchment down on a heat-proof solid surface. I happen to have a silicone mat here. And you lay it down on the baking parchment, and then you do what you would do with it if you were ironing it. Normally for a t-shirt you use a hot, dry iron, usually on a cotton setting or hotter than that even sometimes, and you iron over the entire lot. You let that cool down, and then when it's cool you can turn it over and you'll be able to peel away the baking parchment and the design will stay on the backing paper, which is what you want it to do. So that is the first part of this. Right. The second part, in case you want to actually make complete nail decals, involves a bit of masking tape and a pen and a friend. So what you need to do is take a piece of masking tape and apply it to your nail. Now the only thing is, I would say if you have very, very curved nails or very, very long nails, this may not work too well for you. So if you've got a slight curvy nail, fine, but you know, if you've got really long artificial nails with a great big hump in them, no, this isn't going to work, not for a whole nail. So what you need to do is to get your friend to draw around your cuticle line. So before you do this, you want to make sure your cuticles are cleaned up and that you can get at it relatively easily. And with a nice pen, nice dark pen, you want to do your line. Now this isn't very easy to do on yourself. This is where having a scan and cut comes in really, really useful. Okay, so you can peel this off your nail now, and you want to put it onto a piece of white paper for scan and cut purposes, and also for scan and cut purposes you want to create a line across the top, so you need to have this closed. So if you have a scan and cut, you can simply scan that shape in. So if you have a piece of paper or white card, you want to mark which fingernail it is, so you go left hand, right hand, thumb down to little finger, and you do that for each of them. When you've got them all done, you can scan it in your scan and cut and store the cut file. Now the great thing is that if you have a DX machine and you have a half cut function, what you can do is treat it like it would be treated if it was a vinyl, and you can use the half cut function, and what happens is you end up with this thin film which is cut precisely to the shape of your particular nail, like that. What you want to do is to take your polish. Now I would use a gel polish normally, but I literally don't want to keep it on, so I'll take it off afterwards. So you paint your nail as you would normally. You want to wait for this to go kind of tacky. I'm using white simply because I happen to have some white. My clear coat is gummy to say the least. So you don't want it completely dry, but you do want it to be tacky and not wet. But I'll just do this as a demonstration purposes. Put that down on the nail, like that. and you want to make sure it is dry before you do the next bit. So there we are, you see you have a perfect cuticle line, no mess, no fuss, no nothing. Now the edge bit is really easy. You can tear it if you want to, but the easiest way of doing it is just to get a nail file like so. You have a perfect pattern on your nail. So assuming that this is all nice and set, all nice and dry, you apply your top coat, making sure to cover the edge of the nail, the free edge there, because if you don't, you might find that this can lift up a little bit, so you want to cover the free edge. But there you go, you can make your templates in whatever pattern design you like. You just print them out with an inkjet printer and you can have a lot of fun with this. And yeah, it's just another way of using up what I would class as some fairly horrible t-shirt transfer paper. The other thing is, of course, if you are doing t-shirt transfers, then the chances are you don't use an entire sheet for it. You've got spare bits around, so you can do these on the bits that you'd normally throw away, so you can save yourself still more money. You can also place this on acrylic blanks if you want to do keychains and things like that, or you could even put them onto little wooden ornament templates and use them that way. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will see you again soon. Take care now.